So this is the disassembled lens assembly from a Canon Powershot A530. Unfortunately, my first memory, the memory card that I previously recorded this on, ate the disassembly photos, so nobody gets those. We're looking at the top of the lens. These small springs drive the little shutter that closes in front of the lens, the sort of protective shutter, and that's the front lens element. Following that, there is this small focusing lens assembly, which is driven up and down by a stepper motor that you'll see in a minute. Surrounding all of that is this assembly, in which some small screws drive the whole assembly up and open. And then there's this very interesting mass, which is this is the motor which drives the focus. It's a stepper motor. It's a 4-wire bipolar stepper. And then there are, in sum, 4 opto sensors. These sort of brake sensors like you see on a mouse scroll wheel or whatever. So 2 of them, determine the lens position, that it's extended all the way or retracted all the way, and those are these 2. And then there are 2 additional ones which serve to count the revolutions of this small motor. So the focus motor is over there, but this motor is the motor that we're interested in. And this motor, as you can see, has a small wheel which has a notch in it, and that notch passes through 2 different opto thingies in order to count the number of revolutions. Which, you know, ultimately that motor, if the gears were in place, would drive this, which would drive the lens out and everything. So if you wanted to fool the camera into thinking that there was a proper lens assembly attached, you'd need to fool at least these 2, which show the full retracting and extension, and then you'd want to put pulses in where this motor would be going. The sensor itself is here. There are a number of different things here, but the big thing is these are, to the left and right of the sensor was the location of those 2 opto sensors, damn it. The sensor sits behind an IR filter. These 3 screws behind the sensor actually are the back focus adjustments that set the fine focus of the sensor at the factory, and that's why they're glued over. You could remove only the sensor if you wanted by removing those 3 screws, but you'd screw up the factory focus of your camera.